What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Talk Talk Punch. I am Brody, joined by Tudong Dylan
Hey.
and Charlie Lucky Luciano Hickman.
Hey.
Because his first name was Charlie. Get it? Get it?
True story. True story.
True story.
All right. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We love interacting with you guys, so please remember to be kind of those comments. And while you're here, whether you're watching us on YouTube or if you're listening in on the audio version of the podcast, make sure you go ahead and smash the subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, then come back here every Wednesday to hang out with us and see what we're talking about, kind of like this week's topic. We're doing another draft, so we decided let's draft a mobster team. So we're taking characters from movies and television, and we put them all into categories, and we're going to draft them to make the ultimate mobster team. These ones are fun. You guys make sure you want to stick around for these. It's going to be good whole time.
Yeah.
Our final teams will shock you.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, they will.
And part of this, part of the the drive for this, we lost a lot of talented actors who are kind of best known for some of their mob appearances, like Ray Liotta or Paul Sorvino, James Caan, Paul Herman, Tony Sirico. There's names that you see in print that you never hear out loud. I'm going to say Soriso because it's Italiano, and so why not? But a lot of really nice, talented actors who've had some wonderful, memorable performances in some mob-related content. This is for you.
Yeah. So what we'll do, we'll go through the categories. We'll pick them each time. But to start out, we got to bring up the spinner to see who's going to go first. Ba-bum. There's the spinner. All right. You guys ready?
Ready. Oh, what a shock. It was Brody. I'm so surprised. Oh, my goodness. I could not have foreseen it coming.
No, Dylan.
Oh, you changed it the last second.
Hey. I didn't
All right.
do that actually.
So Tudong, you will be up first.
Nice.
Our draft. Look at all that production. By golly. A lot of work.
Very nice.
All this. Daggone it.
Nabbit. You done good, bro.
Oh,
all right.
thank you.
So Dylan, I'll read these out because I know you have a small screen. You can't see, and you got terrible eyes. You're blind. You can't see in both eyes. You got the cataracts, 2 glass eyes. All right. So we start with,
Wow.
we start with our. You can't have a mafia family without having divorce. So you want Vito Corleone, Tony Soprano, Michael Corleone, Frank Costello from The Departed, or Fat Tony from The Simpsons.
I know what Dylan's going to pick.
Well, normally I would have gone Vito Corleone, but I'm going to be very honest, and I want to go with the absolutely shrewd and never, ever gives up Michael Corleone.
Ooh.
In the first Godfather, I absolutely loved how he was doing business, but he was, and I loved Marlon Brando, and I loved him playing Vito Corleone. But they say the old man was slipping, and he was slipping. No, he wouldn't have gotten. He got. They tried to kill him several times. Now, only by luck did they not succeed. And then he kind of caved at the end. And I understood, and I agreed with what he did and how he did it. But Michael Corleone is very crafty, and he doesn't care who it is. He's still going to come out on top, no matter what, whether it's his own family. But he will be cold, calculating, and he is absolutely not going to cave or give in. He's gonna get the job done.
That's surprising. I thought you were going Vito.
I surprised myself, sir.
All right, Charlie.
All right. Well, this is it's a little bit tricky. I think I'm gonna go with a mob boss near and dear to my heart, who single-handedly created the great rat milk scandal of Springfield. I gotta go with Fat Tony over here, who has managed to avoid any kind of serious implications as far as criminal proceedings. He's never had a nervous breakdown. I've never even seen him put a real hit out on anybody. So I gotta go with my boy Fat Tony over here.
Do we know he's actually a gangster?
Yeah, he's a mafia. Come on, man.
Oh golly!
He's almost happy. I think he had Homer shot a bunch of times. So
Ow.
it happens.
He's
All right,
never even
well-
put a hit out on first.
I am gonna go ahead. I'm gonna take Vito Corleone then.
All right, smart.
Good
I'm
one.
gonna
It's a good choice.
take the brains, and people are scared of him, and he'll put a dead horse in your bed.
Or he'll have someone else do it. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
And they got a lot of respect.
But he's never served rat milk to elementary school kids, so I mean, he's kind of soft. He's kind of soft over there.
Rat milk.
Have you not watched the? You gotta go watch The Simpsons. You guys will appreciate my Fat Tony references here. The talented Joe Mantegna over there voicing him. Come on.
Joe Mantegna is talented.
All right.
All right.
Next up, Charlie.
All right. We got Dick Tracy villains. We got Big Boy Caprice. We got Flat Top. We got Mumbles. We got Prune Face, and we got Little Face. Man, Little Face. The stuff of nightmares, man. Prune Face. These. If you've never seen the movie Dick Tracy, just do yourself a favor. If I don't know if it's streaming anywhere, I'll look that up and I'll comment back here in a minute. But man, look up just some pictures from the movie. Woof.
It's insane.
It's crazy.
It's fantastic. It's so fantastic. It is just so funny. You watch that and you're just like, what am I watching here? And you don't realize all of these. The whole time, my dad didn't know that Al Pacino was playing Big Boy Caprice, or that Dustin Hoffman was playing Mumbles. He was like, "That's who it was." He's like, "I think I would have enjoyed this movie a lot more if I'd have known that those guys were playing these roles." And I'm like, "How did you not know?" I don't know.
Yeah, there was a lot of names in this movie. A lot of talented actors.
I don't know.
This is the comic book movie of our childhood here. I gotta go with this has got to be one of the greatest Al Pacino and one of his most understated performances. Very subdued.
So
You're not out.
Very subdued.
When you are dead, then you are out. So I'm gonna go with my boy Big Boy Caprice.
I love Flat Top's like, you want I should follow 88 keys? And he's like, where? To the piano? Because he's a piano player. Yeah, just the whole thing. He is really hilarious in this movie.
Now, Flat Top, he was like the muscle, right? Wasn't he?
Yeah.
He
Like
always had like
Tommy
the gun. He was always kind of shooting people, and he had like the head.
He had the Flat Top.
I think I'm gonna go Flat Top.
Thank you, Dylan.
Yeah, thank you. It wasn't a flat top though. He had like curly hair. It was just
very.
But it was.
See, this is why I said
his head was flat. That it was like wide and flat, like a plane. Not like an airplane, but like a vast plane.
But I remember him being like the guns and kind of the muscle, and like he kind of enjoyed killing people. So I'm gonna go with him.
Yeah, that was William Forsythe, by the way. Keeping score at home. All right, who are you taking, Dill?
He was in the when they tied up Dick Tracy. He's like, "You want to change your mind, huh?" You guys chose the two best ones, but if I had to go with the other three, I'm not going to go with Mumbles because just all he's doing is literally mumbling.
Useless.
Completely useless. Now, I'll tell you this though. In the comic, Prune Face was one of the major bad guys, and I always remember also from the trailer that it was very prominent. He's all like talking to Big Boy, and he's like, "I'm rubbing him out." So he seemed like a boss as well, one of the more craftier bosses. So if he's not going to have the muscle of Flat Top, and he's not going to be the big boss like Big Boy Caprice, I'll go with Prune Face each time.
You guys have two leaders. That's not good for a gang. Yeah. You can't have two leaders. They're going to just start fighting with each other.
Because Prune Face will understand. And also, the guy who is leading my team is also played by Al Pacino. Hence, there you go. He'll follow him anywhere, just like he followed Big Boy Caprice. Road? Like, what are you thinking?
You'll see how I piece this together. It'll make sense by the end.
Okay.
Michael Corleone and Big Boy Caprice on the same team. I'm glad you took him. That would have been problems. A lot of yelling.
All right. So next up we have the front, so the TV diner.
All right, so you can't have a mob group without having like a restaurant as your front.
Sure.
So for the theme
Oh,
here, Dylan, we
yeah.
went with TV diners. We got the Double R Diner from Twin Peaks. We got JJ's Diner from Parks and Rec. Monk's Cafe from Seinfeld if you want a big salad. We got the Max from Saved by the Bell if you want a little magic with your food, and we got Bob's Burgers from Bob's Burgers.
No Peach Pit from 90210, huh?
No, God no.
Come on, there's nothing wrong with
That's
Peach Pit.
that's a tough one, Charlie. Oh, Lee.
These are good choices.
I know which one you should pick. I just don't know if you've seen it enough to know that you should pick it.
I'm gonna
I could go
go.
for simple.
I'm gonna go. The Double R Diner
Ooh, okay.
because they've got a darn good cup of coffee. And
That's the one. That's the one I wanted. Give me coffee and pie. That's all I
Yeah.
wanted.
right?
Yeah, Peach Pit, the pie was always on the house. But you never ever actually took it for some reason. I don't know why. For some reason, the Double R Diner was rather scary. The entire whole Twin Peaks, because, jeez.
But we're building a mob team, though.
It's true. All right. Well, who you got? What you
they're
got there,
gonna be
Dylan?
Scared.
You want to go to the Max with your mob team? It's a bunch of
You know what?
teenagers.
I was thinking about going to the Max because I thought that's great. But you know what? I'm going to be honest. I'm going to go with Monk's Cafe because that's where I think like that looks like it's a place in New York. It makes sense. They're going over there to have some coffee.
I know what Charlie's gonna pick.
All right, I got to go with Bob's Burgers
I
here,
knew it.
just because.
Yeah,
I
it
knew
is.
thought
it.
so.
There's not a fictional restaurant that exists that I want to eat at more than Bob's Burgers. He'd have great mafia burger of the day joke specials. They've already had episodes with a full biker gang there, where they're hosting a biker gang coming in. So I know that they can handle it. They've had an Archer crossover episode where Russian assassins were kind of getting slaughtered in there. It's a you could front anything you want there, no big deal. I will say
Nice.
that, Brody, if you've never watched Parks and Rec, JJ's Diner, it's a breakfast place.
Okay.
The great Leslie Knope quote is that the three most important things in life are waffles, friends, and work. Or maybe it's friends, waffles, work. I just know that work is third. And it's got the big stacks of pancakes and glorious waffles. So
Oh, that sounds good. I haven't really seen Parks and Rec.
I haven't.
watch it.
I wasn't
You guys should both watch it. It's fantastic. The first season, though, it's
Another show.
Whoa.
Another show with 10 seasons. You want me to watch, Charlie?
Another show.
All right. Moving on to the loose cannon.
Of course, Dylan gets first pick on the loose cannon. All right.
Right? He's
So
our
yeah.
loose cannon. He's our wild
We get-
card.
We get Charlie Day from It's Always Sunny. We got Riggs from Lethal Weapon. We got Hooch from Scrubs. We got Walter Sobchak from The Big Lebowski. And we got White Goodman from Dodgeball, if you want a little mustache on your team.
Now, do you mean Charlie Kelly from It's Always Sunny? Because Charlie Day's the actor.
Yeah. Charlie Kelly. Whatever.
Okay, good. Okay.
They're both wild cards. Who you taking? Who's your wild card,
Might be.
Dylan?
I'm gonna. Wow. You know what? I'm gonna go Riggs. Riggs will kill everybody. I was gonna go.
It's who I
Charlie
wanted.
Kelly 'cause I love Charlie Kelly, and I thought Walter Sobchak because I thought he can handle a gun, but I was like, wait a minute, Riggs can totally handle a gun, and he's martial arts, and he's really loose cannon.
That's who I
I'm gonna
wanted,
go-
Tudong.
I'm gonna go.
Good.
I'm gonna go a little off the board here. I'm gonna take. Now, you guys probably don't even know this character, so I'm gonna take Hooch. If you guys ever watch Scroops. Oh gosh. All right. Well, I'm doing great
Wow.
tonight. If you guys ever watch Scrubs, there is a side character named Hooch who is a doctor, and they're always kind of setting him up for these kind of. Anyway, they're like these mild little pranks on him, and then he just starts snapping in these episodes, and he's just like got this homicidal streak in him, and he just says he's like, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna just cut off the skin from your face. And then they look at each other like, oh, Hooch is crazy. And he is crazy. but he's also a doctor. So if anything goes wrong on my team, I got a medical.
That's good.
I got someone in the medical
We
field to
didn't
kind of
know
help
that.
piece them together. Well, watch some shows, guys.
Well, go watch
He's on the
Scrubs.
show,
It's been on
Scrubs.
for 25 seasons.
It said Scrubs in the title. What do you think Scrubs is about? Giving guys baths or something? I mean, come on.
He could have been a custodian.
It could have been a show about custodians. But you guys both know what Scrubs is, even if you haven't watched
There's a
all
custodian
of the
character
seasons.
in that.
Yeah,
There's
the
a
janitor,
custodian character.
janitor.
Janitor.
That's a great show, by the way. That's a good one. Another Brody, watch all. As long as I'm telling you to watch shows that you're never gonna watch, watch Scrubs.
Killing me, man.
I'm killing you. Phil Lewis, by the way, Hooch, fantastic.
All right.
Hooch is crazy.
I
Hooch is
think
crazy.
I am gonna go Charlie Kelly.
Yeah.
He is wild card. I feel like I need a wild card.
Your wild card, bro.
I mean,
I
you
think
could just. He takes punches, man. You just have him just sit there on the front lines, just getting punched.
Yeah. No?
He will tear out somebody's throat, Santa style.
He could also sing Nightman.
Ooh. Now you're talking.
Man.
Okay. Next up,
Wild card.
we've got the lawyer.
All right, now look. If you have a mafia team, you're gonna get in trouble with the law. It's just a matter of time. So you better have a good lawyer on your side. So you can take your pick of Vinny Gambini from My Cousin Vinny fame. You got Jackie Childs from Seinfeld, Elle Woods from Legally Blonde, Saul Goodman from the Breaking Bad universe, or Bob Blah Blah from Arrested Development.
Oh, wow. Who's first?
That's I'm up first. So I'm tempted to go one way, but I think I'm gonna go with Saul Goodman.
I thought you were gonna go Vin.
I wanted to, but he's he's just too honest of a person. I need a lawyer with a little bit of dirt, a little bit of not afraid to get a little bit of dirt under their nails here. Yeah, I got a wild cast of characters that I'm building my team. It's a little bit crazy. There's gonna be trouble. I need someone who's not afraid. Who's not shying away from that. Who can embrace it a little bit. So I'm going with my boy Salty. You guys watch Breaking Bad at all, or is that that's another show, bro? Is that too much? Is that a bridge too far?
Is it like 4 seasons?
Well, guess what? If you get into that, then you can. After that's over, then you can watch Better Call Saul, and then you can get into that show afterwards. So,
Bro, it's like 5 seasons, right? It's like 5.
They're short episodes. He could watch that one. That's a Brody.
It's really good. I mean, it's only 5 episodes max. Might be 4, but I mean, it's really surprisingly good.
You say there's only 5 episodes of Breaking Bad?
So you said 5 seasons.
Okay. I thought you said episodes. I was like, all right. Well, there was a few more episodes than that.
All right. I'm gonna go with who I am most familiar with, and also would add a very interesting dynamic. My mob, Elwood.
Oh, nice. Smart. I like that pick.
Very good.
I like that pick. All right, Dill, who you taking?
I'm most familiar with, and who I don't get his hands dirty, but he also knows the law better than Vinny, and that's Bob Blah.
I thought about taking Bob.
Fantastic. He is so much. I mean, yeah. I love the fact that he was like, yeah, I come in sometimes when they need a younger demographic. Because the Fonz was the previous lawyer. I thought those inside jokes are so fantastic. Not a fan of some of the points of views, or all of the points of views of the actor, but we're not talking about the actor, we're just talking about the character.
Just the character. Blah, blah, blah. Fun. It's fun to say.
And it's fun to say, too.
All right. Next up, the therapist.
All right, so whether it's analyze this or analyze that or The Sopranos, sometimes these days in the stressful, anxiety-driving world of mafioso, you got to have a therapist that you can lean on. So we got Fraser Crane, we got Hannibal Lecter, we got Dr. Harleen Quinzel, Tobias Funke, and Dr. Charles Kroger from the show Monk, since neither of you guys have ever watched a TV show in your lives.
Never.
Shut up. Who am I?
I'm sorry, Brody.
I've seen
Frasier-
that though. I've seen
Frasier Crane is from the show Frasier and the show show Cheers.
I know that. Come on.
Tobias Funke is from Arrested Development, and Dr. Harleen Quinzel is Harley Quinn. You may recognize her from the Batman universe.
Who plays the therapist in Monk?
Well, Charles Kroger, the actor passed away. So may he rest
I know
in peace.
I've seen this character in Monk. I just can't picture it for some reason.
Sorry, looking it up here. Didn't have that on hand. Didn't
That's
know
okay.
that
That's
would be
okay.
I'm picking first,
Stanley,
right?
No, Dylan is Stanley Kamel.
I'm picking it first?
Yeah.
Really? Oh, okay.
Right, we're all even. We've done 6. No, we've only done 5. I'm sorry. It's off 1 on my spreadsheet because of the time. Anyway, yeah, Brody, you're up first.
Oh,
go for it, bro.
Thank goodness. Okay, I am gonna pick Dr. Harleen Quinzel because that way I have somebody that can get kind of crazy, and I've got a lot of crazy people. I got a lot of crazy people on my team.
That's what you need.
Also, I think
crazy.
Dr. Quinzel and Elle Woods could be friends.
Or she would kill her.
No, she wouldn't kill her.
Either way,
a lawyer.
No, I mean Harleen Quinzel. Harley Quinn would kill Elle.
I know she won't kill Elle because Elle's a lawyer.
Everybody else in the team.
No. She'd be on our team. She's totally loyal. Once she gets on a team, she's totally loyal.
Not a loyal.
It wasn't her that turned on Joker. It was Joker that turned on her.
Facts.
That
Brody. Totally
does not seem
loyal.
like something if you would like to risk that is I support your decision, bro, because my pick is going to be Frasier Crane. Now, would his ethics kind of veer him away from this sort of a thing in the beginning? Absolutely. Now, would he change his mind and then kind of be like, maybe I can help them? Maybe I can change them from within? And would he absolutely not break his, it's not a vow of silence, but I mean,
vow of silence.
client therapist, it's privileged conversation, whatever it is. He's definitely not going to break that. And I love the character. Absolutely have. I've watched it since, Cheers, like it premiered and he was on there. Love the character completely. And so does the wife. Kill me if I didn't have Frasier on my team.
Well,
just like Harleen would.
So I'm left with some interesting choices here. And I
go with Hannibal Lecter.
I got Hannibal Lecter.
That's fantastic, bro. He'd kill everybody again.
Dr. Charles Kroger. Now, the nice thing about having Hannibal Lecter on your team is you know that no one's death will ever be in vain, right? Everyone, if you die, you're getting recycled. You could become one with the team again.
Bro, every time you have a team that would internally kill each other inside the first 5 minutes, inside of it.
Me? I don't have Hannibal Lecter on my team. I picked Harley Quinn.
Who's more dangerous even
than Hannibal Lecter? Easier. I don't know about that.
You're telling me that Harley Quinn wouldn't win in a fight with Hannibal Lecter? She's like a martial artist.
Well, she'd probably win, but Hannibal Lecter is way scarier because he gets in your brain.
Yeah.
Literally.
No, because you're like,
literally. Get it? That was a brain-eating joke. Come on.
I'm really tempted to pick Hannibal Lecter, but I'm gonna go with the safe choice here. I'm gonna go with my boy Charlie Kroger, played by the late great Stanley Kamel. I gotta say, he's been dealing with some pretty extreme OCD and other, with Monk and some of the other colorful characters in that show. So I'm pretty sure he could handle the crazy of Hooch and big boy Caprice.
All right,
we're good here. All right, Dylan, you gotta pick your consigliere or underboss. Your number 2. You got Dwight Schrute from The Office, Tyrion Lannister from Game of Thrones, Stringer Bell from The Wire. We're going old school for Otis from the Superman movie, or Spock.
Or who?
Spock.
Spock from Star Trek?
Yeah.
Oh.
Or Otis.
fair,
Did you hear
so
Otis from
fair.
Superman? You love Otis.
Yeah,
Come
I
on.
did.
Yeah,
I
you
love
do.
Otis, and I love Dwight Schrute a lot. Oh man. But no, I can't. I love Spock way too much. I gotta go Spock. I mean,
I wanted Spock.
he's why wouldn't you? But Dwight Schrute is such a great underboss, loyal almost to the very end.
Then take Dwight.
Sadly, he has his moments. What?
Then take Dwight.
No, I'm not taking Dwight. I took Spock. I already took Spock, but I just underlined how Dwight's not exactly 100% loyal, and Otis is a bumbling fool. Oh, I love Otis so much. I would have him as, since I'm not the boss, I would have him as my consigliere. I'd be like, you're with me, kid. It's okay. And then I'd be like, what did I do? Get out of here. Get out of here. I don't need to counsel you.
You're white fanging him. All right. So
But Spock,
I gotta say, like, listening to a conversation, like a long drawn out conversation between Fraser Crane and Spock would just be like the most like mind numbing, horrible, like 4 hours of. Well, logically speaking,
I'd watch every second of it. I'd watch every single second of it. And he's a Trekkie, by the way. He was in an episode of Kelsey Grammer, Trekkie, was in an episode as some kind of a Starfleet other captain in an episode of The Next Generation. So he'd love that.
Sherry Spock.
So,
oh yes.
All right, Charlie, who's your pick?
I gotta go with Stringer Bell, and I know that I'm probably the only one on here who's seen The Wire, so I gotta represent one of the coolest characters in television history from one of the greatest television shows in television history. Brody, you have not gotten enough television assignments from me today, so I am gonna tell you, ignore all the other ones that I said, and treat yourself. Boy, am I jealous of you that you get to watch The Wire for the first time. Go ahead and pop that sucker on and enjoy. Oh man, Idris Elba being like the coolest guy that has ever walked the face of the earth. Oh man, he's smooth.
All right.
But also very smart, very shrewd.
Is that who plays Stringer Bell? Is that Idris Elba?
Yeah. And maybe a little betray at points, but we don't need to get into that. He's good.
All right. I am gonna go Tyrion Lannister.
I knew it.
Because he's smart, he's tactical, he can win in a battle. He'd be a great number 2 to Vito. Oh man. Telling Charlie Kelly what to do. Ordering pie and coffee. You know he'd love some pie and coffee from the Double R.
Oh, who wouldn't?
Oh, jeez. I would not. Get stuck in the time vortex or the red room or whatever the thing is. I would not. Not worth it. I'll make my own coffee.
Dylan would see that old guy walking backwards and dancing, and he'd be out.
Like, nope, not having it. Get out of
a
my
little cartoon puff of smoke behind Dylan.
He'd be on my team though, so I don't need to worry about it.
No, you don't. You're good to go. That's a good pick. It's a good pick, babe. I'm liking your team here.
I got a powerful team. I got a powerful team, guys.
So Dylan, next we got the Fredo category here, the informant, right? Unfortunately, just a part of the business. You can't have a mob squad without also having some kind of undercover / informant kind of trying to get your secrets, trying to get you busted. So we got Turk from the MCU. We got Bubbles from The Wire, a little TV show. Brody, you should watch it. Mr.
Who's
Orange.
Turk from the MCU?
Turk. He's Turk. Like Daredevil, the guy who sells arms out of his car, and he's constantly in like the Netflix shows, and he's part of the. He was
even in the very first episode. He betrays them all. Okay, got it.
And he's like constantly going to him for information, and like he's like, "Come on, all right, let me tell you what you need."
That's right.
We got Mr. Orange from Reservoir Dogs. We got Dennis Nedry from Nedry, excuse me. Oh, from Jurassic Park, and then we've got Carter Burke from Aliens. Just for Brody.
Thank you.
I want to make sure there was at least one person on here who knew.
I know some of those.
All right.
So
I'm up first.
That works for the police?
No. Well, you can work for the police. You can be working for another mafia organization. It's just it's just part of doing business. And I gotta say
Okay.
that
Gonna
you know
go
this will probably be.
Bubbles. Gonna go Bubbles.
I gotta go Bubbles.
Knew it.
Sometimes I put characters on these things just to give me an excuse to talk about a show that we never talk about on here. And tonight it's The Wire. Down to the wire. I didn't know who to pick, so I went with Bubbles. Give me
See, folks, Charlie is the one that puts these lists together. And so what he does is he picks these shows that he knows that Dylan and I have never watched. That are these crazy, powerful people that are super smart and super talented. And Charlie's like, I'm going to put this because Brody and Dylan aren't going to know who they are, so they won't pick them.
No clue.
Now, that would be a very fair complaint
true.
if I was picking shows that were like some scrub shows that no one's ever heard of. But we're talking about The Wire, one of the most famous TV shows of all time, or The Sopranos, or The Simpsons, or Parks and Rec, or like these. Come on, you're killing people at home. You're killing them.
You already admitted to knowing that you knew we haven't watched them.
You guys
so
don't
it
watch
doesn't
TV.
really matter.
I'm trying to inspire you. I'm trying to make you better men. Help me to help you, Dylan. Watch some good TV. Quit rewatching Frasier. Start watching The Wire.
Quit watching Frasier.
Watch Frasier? What are you talking about?
Stop rewatching Frasier and start watching some new shows like Scrubs.
Like The Wire.
Or It's Always
Like
Sunny.
The Wire.
See, but you always choose shows that are so dark, like Game of Thrones, The Wire, where it's
Scrubs is not a dark show. Scrubs is a funny show.
Scrubs is very dark. Scrubs is a traumatic watch. Very traumatic.
All right. Well, it's my turn.
Who you got?
It's my turn.
Who you got?
Right.
Newman.
Dennis Nedry. He's pretty good with the computer.
Yeah. And in a pinch, he makes a great dinosaur snack. If that like exact scenario ever comes up, you're like, boom, there you go.
He's also just kind of annoying though. I could handle having him. But I could put Nedry and Charlie Kelly together as a.
Oh, okay. I like that.
I think I've got to go Burke though. He's gonna do what needs to be done, and he's gonna lie to everybody besides Vito, to get what he needs to get done. He's gonna get his missions, and he's gonna execute.
Who are you choosing?
Burke from Aliens,
played by young Paul Reiser.
Now,
trivia out there for you folks.
I was hoping you would say that because I am going to go with Turk because the worst thing I've seen him do is kind of give information, whereas Mr. Orange killed almost everybody. Dennis Nedry stole from them trying to sell out to another company. I don't know, Bubbles, and Burke, he got people killed. So, I mean, Turk...
He was trying to complete the mission.
Killed.
He's trying to complete the mission.
Mission focus.
Yes, mission focus to the point where people got killed. Turk, on the other hand, just handed over a little information. So if I'm going to have someone, who's going to betray me, let's give a little information, not kill everybody, Mr. Orange style.
Yeah, plus he's like a weapons dealer, so you get the benefit of the weapons.
I'm kind of surprised, bro, that you didn't choose Mr. Orange, but Burke actually killed a lot more people, or got a lot more people killed, so it's the logical choice for your team, because everybody on your team always kills everybody else.
True.
Which I actually really love. I think it's really cool.
All right. So Brody gets first pick here. We're
such a dangerous, like a real
very rarely in life do you get to pick your arch nemesis, but in this case, we're gonna pick the lead FBI agent who is hunting down our mafia organization.
Yeah.
We got Dana Scully from the X-Files, Clarice Starling from the Hannibal series. We got Dale Cooper from Twin Peaks, old Johnny Utah from Point Break, or Samuel Gerard from The Fugitive.
Ooh, wow.
It's tough.
Who's first on this one?
Brody's up first.
I am. I'm up first. Dana Scully's an interesting.
I think she pairs nicely with Carter. To talk about aliens.
Oh yeah.
But then Dale Cooper's a kind of an interesting.
He loves that R&R diner.
He would spend a lot of time in my diner. He'd be in my diner all the time.
They would be right under his nose, and he wouldn't see them. Or he'd be watching the guy walking backwards. That's why nobody arrests any of your guys, because it's R&R.
I'm gonna go Dale Cooper.
All right, nicely chosen.
Now, see, he seems like a pretty competent FBI guy, and if I had to choose my nemesis, I want to choose a pretty bad one. So I'm going Johnny Utah. He was with the guys jumping out of an airplane.
That's the guy I wanted.
They all knew.
I was really hoping he'd fall to me.
I was like, anybody could have killed him at any point in the movie, and for some reason they don't. And I'm glad they don't, because it's a guy. I love that movie.
I want to see your Keanu. I want to see. Okay, so Patrick Swayze's running away from you. You're down on the ground. You're pointing your gun at him, and you're now you're shooting it up in the air. Come on.
No, I love the part where he was just like, "This is your wake-up call, Bodie. I am an FBI agent," and he's just like, "I know, man. He's known the entire time. Of course he's known. Everybody on that entire beach is like, we know this guy is an FBI agent. He's told us all that he's an FBI agent." His knee is busted. His knee is busted. We could have just been like, let's all go skydiving. They could have messed with his rig, his parachute, just like that.
His rigs?
They didn't. His rigs, which is on my team. It's a wild card, loose cannon.
All right, so I'm going with Dana Scully, and my reasoning here is simple. I feel like she's not going to believe that any of the crimes we commit are terrestrial in nature. And you know what? Once she sees a glowing yellow fat Tony with only 4 fingers, she might be right. So I feel like there's enough intrigue. She's going to be like, okay. They're eating in an animated restaurant with an animated mafia don. There's something crazy going on here. We got to get to the bottom of this. And so it's gonna be less arrests and more just like the pursuit of truth. So that's what I'm banking on here.
You guys make a good point.
It's true. That's a good point.
All right. Next up, the Hitman.
You're back up first, buddy. We got a couple of Pulp Fiction guys. We got Jules Winfield and Vincent Vega from Pulp Fiction. We got another Vincent, because apparently it's a very popular hitman name, from Collateral. We got Leon from The Professional and Martin Blank from Grosse Point Blank.
Which is the one at the very bottom?
Vincent Vega.
Wow, you had Jules and Vincent, huh?
Yeah, I couldn't decide. I knew I wanted Jules on there, and then I felt bad not having Vince. Oh, Vinny.
Yeah, Jules quit. Martin Blank probably he's the only one. No, Jules quit. You know, I'm gonna go Martin Blank. I really wanted to go Vincent, but he died in the end in a gunfight with a guy who was not trained in firearms. And Leon also died from, he was a world, he killed just about everybody. And for some reason he looked behind him and died. No, I'm going Martin Blank. He lived in the end. He was very methodical.
Well, he lived in the story that we saw. We don't know what happened as soon as that movie ends. And so, to be fair, we only know the ending, the stories that get told.
At the end of the movie, he was still alive.
Yeah, but in the sequel, Minnie Driver kills him within the first 5 minutes. So
that's okay. That's okay. He lived through at least the first one, unlike Vincent or Leon or Vincent.
Hey, spoilers here. Spoilers.
Spoilers.
You're telling the ending of all these movies, man. Pulp Fiction's a brand new film. People haven't seen it. They don't know.
It's a good point. Touche.
This is a tricky one, and the point you make is one that I've often considered, that Vincent was ultimately defeated by a cab driver, and that is bad for business. This
he was really
not going
good.
to end well, but he was really good. I'm going to go with oh gosh, my team is weird, right? I got a weird team.
You do have a weird team.
I'm looking at my team.
Weird team.
What?
I want to go with Jules here. And I'm telling you, he can quote scripture. He can accidentally shoot guys in the head. He can talk long
Vincent's
about.
The one who accidentally shoots him in the head.
Oh, Vincent does on the bump. Oh, because he's driving. Okay, yeah. Now he can purposely shoot people in the head.
That's true.
Plus, he's played by the great Samuel L. Jackson. He's a little bit more. I feel like a little bit more of a wild card. I think his. I'm gathering strong personalities here because I got the greatest therapist in the history of television, Charles Kroger. So I give me all the big personalities. We're gonna make it work. Anything but boring. That's our motto.
I am gonna go with Leon the Professional. Only women, only children, right?
No women, no kids. Are you kidding? Only women, only children. Only women, only children.
In the darkest. I will say that Dylan and I, once upon a time, were working on a script, like a black comedy about a couple of guys who accidentally become hitmen, and they're discussing their rules and they're arguing about this. There's a scene where they're arguing because it's like, oh, I don't want to kill women and children, and he's like, why? They're like we could kill children, like that's like the easiest thing that we could do. Like we're not experienced hitman. We can start with the children. Anyway, it was an odd scene, but Hollywood, if you're watching.
If you're watching, we did not write that scene. We didn't write it. It didn't happen.
Leon, Leon though, if you need a hitman, he's good at what he does.
He's good at what he does. He killed like almost an entire police squad.
Yeah.
All right. Cop on the payroll.
Oh.
All right. Gotta have a dirty cop. So we got Alonzo Harris from Training Day, Max Eckhart from the '89 Batman film. We got the Sheriff of Nottingham, if you want to go a little old school. We got Vic Mackey from The Shield and Bob from Sin City. Anybody?
Which Sheriff of Nottingham? Does it matter, or can we choose
you know
own?
what? Let's say from the Kevin Costner film. So we'll go. Right? That's the best one. No.
There's been so many. Just pick your sheriff.
Right, you can pick. For me, if I pick it, I'm gonna go with the cartoon guy because then it makes my scene weirder.
Giant rat. Or whatever. He was a rat, wasn't
fantastic.
he? Wasn't he a rat?
I thought he was a weasel, like a big weasel.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
But
he looked like a rat.
They call me a slob, but I do my job. I loved him.
Now, you guys made a face when I said Bob. Do you guys not know who Bob is? The Michael
Which
Madsen,
guy is Bob?
Yeah, I know.
He's Bruce Willis's partner. Shoots him like 3 times in the beginning. You think he kills Bruce?
He's like, okay. Stay down, Hardigan.
Okay. It's been a while since I've seen Sin City.
He's the guy. He was his partner. And like when they were going in, he's like, "We gotta wait for backup," and so he slugs him and knocks him out because he's like, "I'm not waiting for backup." And he goes, he saves the girl, he comes out, and then he's the partner. He's all like, "You're gonna shoot me in the back? I don't believe you." And then he kind of gets shot. He's like, "I said, get down." You still don't remember who he is? I'm like,
no, I think I remember who he is.
It matters not. I will leave you options. I will once again try to take the option that you guys don't know about. I try to do you guys favors. I try not to leave options on the board for you guys who've never seen The Shield. So I'm thinking Vic
I was gonna
here.
say, Tudong, take the guy from The Shield. He's probably really good because Charlie put him in.
Touche.
I mean, he doesn't have like superpowers. But he's Michael Chiklis, baby. Come on.
Oh, of course. Yeah,
you guys have heard of The Shield, right? You guys have heard of The Shield. This was like it was a big deal for a while.
Wasn't that the guy that was in Fantastic Four?
Yeah,
oh
that's
my
the
gosh.
guy.
You guys are killing me, by the way. Killing me dead. But he's a guy. He literally does whatever it takes to get the job done. He's a little bit crazy. He's got a beautiful shiny dome, just like Dylan's. You can't beat Vic Mackey. All right, Brody. Who are you taking on the payroll? Who you paying off?
I am gonna take the sleaziest, the dirtiest cop, and that's Max Eckhart. Hey, Eckhart, think about the future.
Think about the future.
Just this dirty-looking guy. He's gross
really
looking,
is.
man.
The worst.
He's
They've done his voice for most of his lines. Like, don't try and read this in the papers. Nah. That's not his voice. That's not his voice. You hear some of his voice.
Yeah,
Where
no,
he's
I've heard him in real life. He's like, "Hello, it's me. I'm the actor who played Max Eckhardt. For some reason, they dubbed my voice. I don't know why."
You can barely understand him.
Hey, nuts! You don't read it in the papers.
But yeah, it's his real voice when he says, like, he's like, "Why don't you broadcast her?" He's like, when Commissioner Gordon gets there, and he's all like, "What are you trying to do? Ruin the collar?" He's got this perfectly fine voice. He was in Superman 4. He was one of the nuclear arms guys making, Lex Luthor rich. His voice is fine. Don't be writing into this stuff in the paper. Nah, it's my turn.
Yeah, your turn. Who you taking? You got the sheriff, you got Bob, and you got Alonzo Hurst.
I'm going to go with Tyrone Powers' version of the Sheriff of Nottingham. He is cool, calculated, sword fights that could rival...
Which one's that one?
Until the very end. That's the Errol Flynn version. But that's played by Tyrone Powers, and he is super cool. Absolutely lethal, calm, collected, knows exactly when to explode. Beautiful. Not at all any problems being on the wrong side of the law.
I don't know,
Not
Brody,
at all.
Brody, I feel like Brody was poo-pooing the idea of the Kevin Costner, the greatest Robin Hood of all time, Kevin Costner.
I wasn't poo-pooing it.
What a tour de force he gave in that movie with a young Christian Slater.
I love that role. But for some reason, I think I somehow think he would absolutely betray us to that witch mother of his.
You can't have mob movies without Bobby De Niro. So our last category here, you're picking a non-mob movie Robert De Niro character to fill out your team. So we got Jake LaMotta from Raging Bull. We got Rupert. No, Dylan, I did not put Awakenings on here.
No, I know. Sorry.
It was a gross oversight on my part. We got Robert Pupkin from King of Comedy, Travis Bickle from Taxi Driver, we got Max Caddy from Cape Fear, and we got Jack Burns from Meet the Parents.
Yeah.
Brody, you gotta go first this time.
Oh, I gotta go first on this one? Ooh, golly. Which do I want? Do I want, like, kind of crazy De Niro?
And just to why don't you narrow that one down just a little bit, bro? Because everybody on this list is completely crazy. The only one who's not what I would call categorically crazy is from Meet the Parents. That's it. And still,
which was kind of where
crazy.
He's still kind of crazy. That's kind of where I was leaning. I was,
I got nipples, Greg. Could you milk me?
Meet the Parents. He's like older. He's really experienced and stuff.
FBI. He's FBI.
Yeah. I could have like my De Niro go up against my Dale Cooper.
Oh wow.
I think I like that. I think I'm gonna take Jack Burns. Meet the Parents. I've got enough insane people.
All of your people are insane people. All of them will kill each other. That's all they'll do. I love it. I absolutely love it. Now, Travis Bickle is an insane person, a loose cannon to the 100th degree. Jake LaMotta is also a loose cannon, except he doesn't go with guns like Travis Bickle. He could just beat you till you're dead.
He just punches you to death.
Punches you to death. Now, Max Cady is one of the more lethal in this group, but I do think that he would follow a charismatic person. I think all he really needs is direction, whereas Jake LaMotta will follow no one. And Rupert Pupkin is kind of weak unless he's really pushed. He just wants to be a comedian, that's all. Travis Bickle, I don't know. But Max Cady, because lethal, completely obsessed. If you give him something I think Michael Corleone could win his loyalty. and he's
Yeah.
insane. He'll kill anyone.
I was kind of hoping Max Cady would fall to me because just think of all the travel expenses you're going to save. He's just riding in the bottom of cars everywhere you go.
Yeah.
He doesn't. He's not even taking up a seat. Like you got your Honda Odyssey filled with your Mafio team here, and he's just hanging on the bottom. No big deal.
All the way there.
I'm gonna go with Travis Bickle here because as we've talked about before, in a fight between assassins and cab drivers, the taxi driver always wins. So he was a man in search of a cause. We're gonna give him a cause here. He's gonna be able to fight. He's gonna take down all the assassins out there. Forget about it. Bafangu.
All right, well that wraps that up, Charlie. How about you give us a summary? Give us the famous Charlie Hickman summary of our draft picks.
All right, let's walk through our Mafia teams here. Dylan, we got the heads of the three families. For Dylan's family, we got Michael Corleone here. We got Prune Face. We got they're eating big salads at Monk's Cafe. We got he for some reason picked a police officer in Riggs who's going to arrest the team. No big deal. Because when he does, they got Bob Loblaw to represent him. They got Fraser Crane to give them advice and take them to the opera. We got Spock who of all the people on this list is the most likely to agree to some kind of mass homicide because he's like, it's the rational choice. We got Turek, an arms dealer and at times informant. Johnny Utah shooting up at the sky, the most incompetent FBI agent in television and film history. We got Martin.
That's the point.
He's chasing after you guys. He's never gonna catch you. And when he does, he's probably gonna take you surfing. It's no big deal. We got Martin Blank from Grosse Pointe Blank. Hey, that movie holds up. If you're in the mood for John Cusack being an assassin going to his high school reunion, you could do worse.
Really fun.
And then we got the Sheriff of Nottingham, played by the incomparable Tyrone Powers, which we'll just I will leave it to you. I've never seen the Errol Flynn Robin Hood, so.
Also, he was a sheriff, even though the sheriff in like the Kevin Costner one, he had nothing to do with the law. He was more like Prince John.
Well, he was the law. All right, so we got Max Cady there to round out Dylan's team. All right, so my team, we got Fat Tony from The Simpsons. We got Big Boy Caprice. So really two cartoon characters to start my list.
Yes.
Guys, go watch Dick Tracy at home. It is a weird movie.
Oh my goodness.
Really funny.
Is it on Disney Plus?
No, I don't think so, unfortunately.
It was on Amazon Prime.
Was it?
But September's right around the corner, so it could be coming somewhere this month. So keep an eye out for Dick Tracy. We got my guys are hanging out at Bob's Burgers. They're eating burgers with their pal Hooch, who's a little bit crazy. In one episode, they hook Dr. Hooch up with Dr. Turner. It is a fantastic episode. Hooch is crazy. We got Saul Goodman representing us legally. Charles Kroger, the most normal man on my team. Oh boy, is he gonna hate? He's gonna hate this. We got Stringer Bell, the coolest guy that's ever walked the face of the earth. We got Bubbles. If I'm gonna have an informant, I want it to be an informant that I love. That if I find out and he's got to go, it's gonna hurt. And Bubbles is that man because he's a beautiful, beautiful human. I got Dana Scully, who's going to be out there investigating why some of my guys are cartoons. We got Jules Winfield, as my assassin here because he's never been shot by a cab driver. We got Vic Mackey and Travis Bickle bringing up the rear here. Watch out, assassins. All right, now Brody's team, we got Vito C, Vito Corleone. And hey, technically it could be a young Vito Corleone, could be Robert De Niro, but that would be cheating because you can't have Robert De Niro because you only get non-mob Robert De Niro. But
what?
Sorry, you got Orange Peel Vito Corleone running around the orange groves. All right.
You got Marlon Brando. That's fantastic. Come on,
you got Flat Top, who looks like a human being who had his head squished down into the sides. We eating pie and drinking beautiful coffee at the Double R Diner. With Charlie Kelly from It's Always Sunny. We got Elle Woods, who is legally blonde. You cannot challenge that ruling.
So wacky on my team.
We got Dr. Harleen, or Dr. Quinn here. We got Medicine Woman.
No, that's a totally different.
There should be a crossover, though. There's got to be. Harley Quinn, Medicine Woman. You got Tyrion Lannister, who is either helping your team quite a bit or negotiating so that he can take over the family. Who knows? We got Carter Burke from Aliens, played by the incomparable Paul Reiser. He's great. Dale Cooper. Oh man, but which Dale? Who knows? Is it the doppelganger or is it the real Dale? I don't know. Either way, you're screwed. We got Leon the professional. We got the worst cop in the business, Max Eckhardt, slimy, sleazy, the worst mustache in film, and we got Jack Burns bringing out the rear there, in the circle of trust.
Yes. Here you go.
I gotta say, you guys, this was the weirdest one we've done so far.
This is the weirdest one. These are weird groups of characters. They really are.
Oh, I apologize for that. This was this is a very odd eclectic list, but I gotta say, Brody, I'm liking the look of your team. Dylan, once again, you always seem to put together a pretty wild, Brody's team might make the most sense on paper, and I probably would rather watch the movie that has Dylan's team in it. I just want to see Spock and Fraser Crane having a long conversation. Is that too much to ask?
I always want to see exactly how long it's going to take before Brody's team just kills each other. I mean, you had Punisher in one of the other ones, bro, and he would have just started mowing people down. Somebody would have shot him every single time. I'm like, they're all going to kill each other. It's beautiful. I love it. It's like a short film every single time. Sometimes it's longer, sometimes it's shorter, but sooner or later, they all kill themselves. It's like 10 minutes.
And Charlie, I'm sure your team is good. I just don't know who any of those people are.
Well, my team's on. You guys gotta watch. It's not even TV, Brody. It's HBO.
You do have a really HBO cast there.
I do. I should have ended up with Tyrion Lannister, and I could have just,
Yeah, right.
But it's all right. It's all right. Hey, if you guys are watching this still, can you do me a favor? Can you just, in the comments, could you just encourage Brody to watch Breaking Bad, The Wire? I mean, these are staple programs here. This is like saying I've never had this coffee you speak of. What is this beverage? This mystifying beverage you're talking about? Come on, it's a staple, Brody. It's a staple. Help me out in the comments.
Breaking Bad's pretty good. Breaking Bad is pretty good, bro.
Breaking Bad is breaking good. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Pretty good. All right. Well, let us know your favorite mob movies. Maybe
let us know who you think it has the best team. Who has the best team? Let us know.
You guys always pick my team, and I'm just always so thankful.
It's true.
I work hard to make my team the best.
They do.
No, yeah. Let us. No, they don't. They love the beard. Give us the beard.
Nothing to do with my pick.
That's true.
Brody, it's always your beard, man. You come out here with that beautiful beard.
He's got a point.
People don't even listen. They just turn the audio off and just watch your beard move around. It's like we got to do an ASMR where you're just rubbing your beard on your microphone for 20 minutes. Just back and forth. Yeah, give the people what they want, bro.
Give the people what they want.
Would you guys listen to an ASMR of Brody just rubbing his beard on things, different foods?
Jeez.
Jeez. No,
just taking a stack of pancakes and instead of putting it in his mouth, he just rubs his beard straight into it.
I get enough food in my beard just eating.
Bro, there's a difference between rubbing food in your beard and rubbing your beard on food. Both of which are they're both gross. Both gross, bro.
I want to see your beard in soup.
Oh, no.
Like a big bowl of hot soup, and you just chowder. It's got to be chowder.
You know what?
Dipping your beard into chowder.
That sounds pretty good. That sounds pretty fun.
Grossing me out. Charlie, finish up the episode. We've gone long again. On these trap
I'm trying to wrap up. You got to put up the screen. Let us know in the comments below what kind of soup you'd like to see Brody's beard dunked in.
No.
Let us know in the comments which team you liked and what are some of your favorite mob movies. We look forward, as always, to interacting with you and hearing from you. So make sure you do let us know. And if there's another subject for a draft you'd like to see, let us know that too. Totally. We really appreciate the interactions, and we love you guys. Well, hey, we're always on your team, and we'll see you next time. Like and subscribe.
Subscribe and the videos.
Maybe tomato bisque.
Oh.